What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and discussion for Wednesday, June 28, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the tropics this morning. Here we're going to take a look at the Atlantic Basin where everything is just about as quiet could be here, you guys. This is the intertropical convergence zone. We do have a few tropical waves here marching off towards the west here, but across the central tropical Atlantic here, you guys. But as you can see, all of this dry air up here across these waves here just to the north, no development will be expected with this type of environment, you guys. We do have a tropical wave here just across the leeward islands here, the Lesser Antilles, you guys. And as that continues to move into the Caribbean, no development is expected at this time. And as we move on into the Gulf, you guys, the Gulf of Mexico has definitely been shut down with this ridge of high pressure that we have dominating and the strong northwesterly flow that we have coming down over the Gulf of Mexico. There is nothing that's going to get going, you guys. And here, the National Hurricane Center still watching Cindy here out here just around the Bermuda area, you guys. Not much is expected to happen with this system as it continues to move north. It will bring some showers and thunderstorms to Bermuda, but you guys, as far as development, nothing really serious is anticipated on happening, you guys. So if you haven't done so already, you guys, consider subscribing here at your Weather on the Fly as the National Hurricane Center, Storm Prediction Center pushes out their updates. I have them posted here right for you guys here at your Weather on the Fly so you won't miss a beat. And now, you guys, as we move on to the Eastern Pacific here, the Eastern Pacific is starting to kick into high gear, you guys. We do have Tropical Storm Adrian, which did form yesterday here, is expected to become a hurricane later on today, you guys. And we also have Invest 92E, which, if I'm not mistaken, the next named storm on the Eastern Pacific list will be Beatrice. And we will have to definitely watch that one more closely because it has a good chance of tracking very close here towards the Mexican coastline, you guys, and may even possibly have a chance to make landfall. So we will definitely have to watch Invest 92E, you guys. And as we put on Adrian and look at the official forecast, you guys, you can see Adrian should continue off towards the west, possibly making it to a category 2 hurricane, you guys, but continuing to move on to the west to west northwest. But as it starts to get up out here, you guys, into this area, the waters do start to cool off tremendously, you guys, and the environment will start to become unfavorable. So Adrian will start to meet its demise here within around 4 to 5 days, you guys. But as of now, we get to enjoy it, watch it as it continues to grow on satellite imagery. Just like I said before, if you guys love tracking weather, watching these systems move on the satellites, I constantly have updates throughout the day posted here at your Weather on the Fly. Consider subscribing, and you can watch these storms and track them all day as well, right with me, you guys. And that's the B Adrian. And as I said, with Beatrice, we have to definitely watch it as it could get very close to the Mexican coastline, you guys. Now, as we head up towards the lower 48, where it's nothing but the heat frying everybody, baking and frying everybody, you guys, particularly here across the southern United States, where we have this dominant ridge here across Texas and Louisiana. You do have a nice little cooling of if you're under this trough here across the northeast in the New York area and even on down towards parts of the East Coast here. With this front staggering down here, some dry air has filtered in. But if you're on the other side of this front, Texas, Louisiana, southern Mississippi, we are already almost 90 degrees here at 9:30 in the morning across the New Orleans area. So that's going to let you know the type of day that we're going to have here. But as you can see, up across parts of the upper Midwest here, the plains, we could have some severe weather as we do have another trough here across parts of the northwestern United States, which is funneling in those southwesterly winds those southwesterly upper level winds, which does contribute to these severe weather events that we do have, you guys. And as we pause this, and we're going to get to the convective outlook, let's take the surface plots off. All right, you guys, almost there. All right, you guys, and here we go. As you can see, we have a general thunderstorm risk here across the Northeast, you guys. We also have another general thunderstorm risk that does include Florida, even parts of Southeast Louisiana, Mississippi, you guys. As you can see, the main event is going to be up here across parts of the northern and central plains in the Midwest here, you guys. And I just want to point this out to you guys. You see how Texas is dry and quiet in the majority of Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas. That is that upper ridge, you guys. I want to show you guys this one more time, but we're going to use a different water vapor imagery to show this, you guys. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, you guys, I want to show you this. Hold on, let's get to it. All right. As I put it into motion real quick. Well, you can add on this one, on this water vapor imagery, you guys, you can really see if I increase the time to about 6 hour loop, you can really see the ridge. Look at the ridge here, you guys, that's over Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, you guys. This is going to have them baking to just about 100 degrees, maybe over 100 degrees here in Texas, with dangerous heat indexes around 110 to 120, you guys. Could have even some isolated higher amounts across the Texas area. So definitely, you guys, please be careful if you're going to be out and about with this heat, because that heat is no joke, you guys. Now, getting back to the severe weather event, you can see we do have a slight risk here up across parts of extreme eastern Minnesota, getting into parts of west central Wisconsin, and also here up across parts of western Nebraska. The Nebraska Panhandle does have a slight risk. A marginal risk encompasses Chicago on down towards Kansas City, Des Moines, Iowa. Rapid City here, you guys, Fargo, Bismarck, all these areas are under a marginal risk. Let's see just what these storms are going to be up to today. And we do have a 2% chance across the slight risk areas for a couple tornadoes, maybe a tornado or two to possibly spin up. So we will definitely be on the lookout for that today, you guys. Hail across the slight risk. We have a 15% chance of that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter, you guys. Wind probability, the same as the hail, 15% chance across the slight risk of those winds pushing 50 to 60, possibly gusting to 70, maybe even 75. No significant tornadoes are expected. We do have a significant hatched area for significant hail here across parts of western Nebraska, the Nebraska Panhandle, extreme eastern Wyoming. That hail could be pushing 2 to 3 inches in diameter this evening, and no significant wind. So that is good news. As we take a look at the HRRR to see just how all these storms are going to continue to materialize throughout the next 48 hours. And here, you guys, we always start at your noon, around 12 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time, at your weather on the fly as we check the HRRR, you guys. And as you can see across the Northeast here, New England, New York here, you guys, we will have a chance of some showers and thunderstorms spinning with this upper disturbance and that moisture that's funneling in from the Atlantic on up there that way, you guys. So definitely we'll be on the lookout. Maybe some isolated instances of flash flooding here in the poor drainage areas. Here up across parts of western Illinois, you guys, even up here across parts of northern Minnesota, showers and thunderstorms will be starting to pop up here as early as the noon hour. We go to about 5 p.m. today, you guys. All right. You see, you guys, all right, here we go. More showers and thunderstorms up here, up across parts of the Northeast. Look at the cells starting to pop here up across parts of northern Wisconsin within the slight risk area. All hazards will be possible, you guys, but definitely be on the lookout. We do have some showers and thunderstorms starting to develop here up across parts of the northwestern United States with that trough that's over that area that's igniting those showers and thunderstorms. As we move on to about 10 in the evening, you guys, let's check and see how these storms are developing. And as you can see here, up across parts of northern Wisconsin, it's going to be rocking here as we move through the evening, heading into the nighttime hours. Even here now, starting to develop up across parts of southern South Dakota and the western Nebraska Panhandle. You guys, look at these cells. All hazards could be possible with these storms that's popping up late in the evening. May even have some showers and thunderstorms here across parts of western Kansas. As we head towards convective outlook day 2, you guys, that does segue us into Thursday. You can see the Storm Prediction Center does now have a slight risk of severe weather across parts of northern Missouri, southern Iowa, extending into parts of northern central Illinois, and on down into just about the majority of Indiana. Here, it's starting to get into parts of northern Kentucky, you guys. A marginal risk extends from eastern Wyoming all the way towards Michigan, and even here extending as far east as Columbus, Ohio. As we take a look to see just what these storms are going to be up to for tomorrow, you guys, we do have a 5% chance of tornadoes possibly here across parts of Illinois, extending into extreme western Indiana. We'll definitely have to be on the lookout for that. Chicago is under the 2% risk chance, 2% chance of seeing a spin up or two of a tornado, so we have to be on the lookout in the Chicago area as well. Here around the Denver area, western Nebraska, eastern Wyoming, we'll definitely have to look out for a couple of tornadoes as well. Hail probability, 15% chance of that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter here across northern Missouri, southern Iowa, Illinois, getting into Indiana here, you guys. Wind, same as the hail, 15% chance of winds pushing 50 to 60, maybe even gusting to 70, possibly 80 here in this area for tomorrow. No significant tornadoes are expected. We do have a significant area for hail. As you can see, that does include the Chicago area, Peoria, Quincy. We have to definitely be on the lookout for that hail pushing 2 to 3 inches plus in diameter tomorrow. Very damaging hail and no significant wind. So that is always a blessing, you guys. As we continue to HRRR out just to see how these storms are going to continue to materialize as we get to around 12 in the afternoon on Thursday. You guys, you can see here as that first cluster that was moving across Illinois and Indiana, that starts to move on down into Kentucky, starts to weaken here, you guys. We do have more showers and thunderstorms starting to develop here across parts of northern Nebraska, extending on into northwest Iowa. We head on to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon on Thursday, you guys, as we get this to load. All right, here we go. And as you can see, we still have the showers and thunderstorms possibly developing here across parts of southern Wisconsin, extending on into parts of northern Michigan here across the Great Lakes. We still have the ring of fire pattern here across Texas where they're going to be baking at under this ridge, you guys. It's going to be very hot for the foreseeable future. May have a few showers and thunderstorms popping up around southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi tomorrow afternoon heading into the evening. If you could get under a thunderstorm here in the summertime when it's extremely hot like this, that is a very extreme blessing cool down, but it won't be a cool down for long because it warms right back up right after that thunderstorm leaves, you guys. Not too long after it leaves. But then you can see here, you guys, we have some showers and thunderstorms starting to develop here across parts of New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah here, you guys, as we head into the afternoon and evening on tomorrow. As we head towards 11, 12 o'clock midnight, as we head to the overnight hours, you guys, you can see here may have a cluster of showers and thunderstorms heading towards the Detroit area. We have to be on the lookout as we head through the overnight hours on Thursday going into Friday. Look at another heavy cluster of showers and thunderstorms across western Kansas, western Nebraska here, you guys, northeast Colorado, eastern Wyoming, southwestern South Dakota. Heading into the overnight hours on Thursday, going into Friday morning, we have to be on the lookout for that heavy rain. As we head as far as the HRRR takes us out, which is convective outlook day 3, Friday morning. And as you can see, yet again, that ridge over Texas, that hot ridge that's going to be frying and baking you guys there is going to still be in place as we head into convective outlook day 3. We do have a slight risk across parts of central southern Indiana, extending on into parts of northeast Kentucky, southern Ohio, and even in parts of extreme western West Virginia here will be under a slight risk. A marginal risk does include from just about Denver on over towards Omaha, northern Kansas, southern Nebraska, even parts of extreme northwest Missouri, the Kansas City area could see some severe weather come Friday, you guys. So you guys, if you haven't done so already, as I say, consider subscribing, share, like the videos, as so the YouTube nation could Stay up to date weather aware as the Storm Prediction Center comes out with these updates. The National Hurricane Center, I have it posted here right for you guys on the fly. And as we check the excessive rainfall outlook, you guys, all right, let's take the convective outlook off. Let's see just how the rain could possibly be going today, you guys. And as you can see here, we just have a few little areas of possibly isolated instances of flash flooding could go on here, you guys. As you can see, up across parts of the Northeast where we have all that moisture constantly funneling in that here, you guys. And with these storms that we're going to have up across parts of Illinois, Iowa, even up here across parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, and yet again up across parts of Idaho and Montana, you guys, we'll be on the lookout for some flooding. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. And we're going to take a look here. Everyone be safe within this severe weather region here up across parts of the northern plains and the Midwest. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.